Give her a big round of applause for coming up and staying right here. Now, Josiah, come over here with that, stand right here. In a minute, I'm going to hand Josiah the microphone, and you're going to play that prediction into the microphone. Let me show you how it works. Stand over here. There's a little switch on the side. You pull that down. Perfect. This will be the play button. Before you play, I'm going to hand you the microphone. You're going to hold it right over the microphone. So take this from me, please. The speaker's on the back. I'll tell you what. What is your name? Sandra, given the fact that Josiah has been guarding this since before you and I could possibly have met, that you are the only one here who correctly guessed my target number, and that has been out of my possession all this time. Do you think it would be at all interesting, Sandra, if I had anything to say about how you are going to be dressed here today? Watch her play it.
It is 3:15 p.m. and I'm in my hotel room recording my impression about tonight's show. Tonight, the person who correctly guesses my target number will be a woman. She will have, I think, blonde hair. She will be wearing athletic shoes, black and white, with maybe a splash of red. She will be wearing shorts, also black and white. But most important will be her top, a t-shirt with sort of grayish sleeves, and then on the front, something about dance.
Oh, man.
Dance studio.
Is that close enough?
It is.
Give it up for her. Give her a big round of applause for her. So, everybody in the room, take your hands, clasp them together, fingertips intertwined. Palms tight, hold them right up in front of your face. Extend your index fingers like a little steeple, and still keeping the palms pressed tight, separate only the tips of your fingers about 2 inches. Stare at the space directly between your fingertips. Do not take your eyes off that space for anything, but see this really clearly in your mind. Imagine that I'm coming up to you, and imagine that I am wrapping around the tip of your fingers right now a big, fat, red rubber band. See it go tight around the tip of your finger, and see that big, fat, red rubber band start to pull the tips of your fingers closer and closer together. Yeah, they're going to start to move, so keep visualizing that big, fat, red rubber band. And they pull them closer and closer, tighter and tighter, tighter and closer. And everybody relax your hands. Okay, I'm going to share with you my best experience ever. So I was performing at a school called Colorado Mountain College. It's in Leadville, Colorado, which is 10,000 feet up in the mountains. This is a school where they teach, and I swear to you I'm not making this up, ski science. And I don't have any idea what the hell that is. But I know 2 things about these students. Number 1, they are hardcore ski bums, and number 2, they're not that bright. Every single thing I said freaked these guys out. So I get the feeling you're a student. And I heard, dude. When the fingers move, and I heard this one lone voice way in the back just go, dude, you're like moving them with your mind, man. I've got nothing to do with this. What you just experienced is called the ideomotor response. It's the power of suggestion. I'm telling your mind how the fingers should move, and your unconscious mind goes cool and pushes them together. And I do this so that you know there's ways to get direct access to your unconscious mind. Is there anybody here who has ever been hypnotized before? If you have, hands up. How long ago was this? 3 years ago. Do you remember anything you did under hypnosis? You tackled the dude because you thought he was Justin Timberlake. I like this already. Do you remember the incredible sense of relaxation that went with this? Would you like to experience that again? Please join me on stage. Show us some love for coming up and helping us out. I've got a stand right here for you. Have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. Hands on the laps, nice and relaxed. Perfect. And your name is? Skylar. What we're going to try with Skylar is called rapid induction, because it's a common myth that it takes a long time to put somebody under, but not if they've gone under before. The more you do it, the better you get at it. So we're going to try this, Skylar, between about 5 and about 35 seconds. If you remember that sense of relaxation, it'll go a lot faster. Now, I'm not going to have you do anything embarrassing, but you're going to experience something really, really cool. Focus your eyes right there on the tip of my finger. Follow it with your eyes. As you do, take a gentle breath of air. Hold. As you let it out and breathe normally, Skylar, close your eyes. Concentrate on your feet. And when I say go, You will begin to relive that sense of relaxation starting at the feet. Go, relax the bottoms of the feet and now the tops of the feet and feel that sense of relaxation sweep up into the calves, up into the knees, up into the hips, all the way into the torso. Feel yourself almost sinking or melting downward into the chair as that sense of relaxation moves up into the torso and inhabits the shoulders, and from the shoulders goes down to the elbows, and the elbows to the wrists and the tips of the fingers. And now that sense of relaxation moving up over the back of your head. Your chin begins to feel heavy and starts to tilt or lift downward towards your chest as I count backwards from 5 to 1. With each count, you will take yourself down twice as deep. 5, feel yourself drifting gently, all the muscles. 4, letting go, getting totally loose. 3, totally relaxed. 2, going deeper and deeper. 1, I'm going to give your hand a gentle tug forward. I will say the word sleep, and that is your cue to go down deeper than before. My touch will not bother you, will not disturb you. Skylar, sleep. Now you're wondering, can she hear you? Does she care about you? Not a great deal, and here's why. She's in a mental place where things that didn't used to make sense seem like good ideas. Skylar, listen carefully. You have an air pump in your foot, and as you hear it, it will inflate you inch by inch, all the way up into full seated position. You'll still be under, but slowly sitting upright. Now there's a valve on the top of her head. I'm just going to let the air out again. Now, we're going to try.
She gone.
I'm going to try to project an image from this book into her brain. And if this works, sometime between when I wake her up and I send her into the audience, Skylar's going to see something that literally does not exist. But here's the crazy part. It will look real to her. Just as we're looking at all of you, it will not be real. When I count from 1 to 5, Skylar, you'll be sitting up straight, wide awake, feeling great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wide awake. Big round of applause for Skylar. I'm a big fan of thrillers, and this is one of my favorite authors. His name is David Baldacci. The book is called The Camel Club. It's not a good book, but there is an image in this book, and I've written a description of it so that we'll know for certain if this works, because I'm going to try to project that image into your mind. Skylar, you represent the audience, so I'll have you be a little loud. Could you tell everybody how many pages are in the book? Do I need it closer?
Yes. 596.
Good. Now, as we page through, it's not a picture book, obviously. The words are on every page, and I don't know how many pages or how many words on a busy page, but there's a hell of a lot of words in this book. You are going to tell me when to stop as I thumb down. Okay. Now, I absolutely do not want to be accused of manipulating you or influencing you. So you could stop here. If you want, you could go further. It's up to you. Okay. I'm going to mark this location so we know this is where you had me stop. I'd like you to sit on that one, slide it right underneath you, and I will open this toward you. Can you see the page number in the upper right corner, yes or no? Say that page number aloud for everybody. 293, good. Starting from the top as you scan your eyes down, is there a word that stands out from all of the others, yes or no? Please remember it. Can you do that for me? You have it. Okay, so you've stopped us on 293. There's a word that you're focused on, which I will have you tell them in a bit. But I had written a description of what I was trying to make you see. I want you to pull that piece of paper out. Before you read it, you can go ahead and take this. Skylar, these people are going to be wondering, did I push you into like a page selection? I didn't, correct? I mean, you stopped where you wanted to stop. And you stopped us on 293. Tell everybody the word.
Incredible.
Open the piece of paper. Skylar, there are 3 sentences. I'll put the microphone in front of you and you will read out just sentence number 1.
The page will be 293.
Sentence number 2.
The word will be incredible.
Sentence number 3.
The crowd will go wild.
To make me work for this, because this is what I promised you. I promised them that I would try to project an image into your mind of something that isn't real, that doesn't exist. So what I need to know from you is if you're confident that you actually saw page 293. Are you?
Yes.
And do you really believe that you saw the word incredible?
Yes?
And when I tell you you didn't see either of them, will you believe me?
No.
Open the book to page 293. Tell them the problem.
It's ripped out.
There is no 293. There's only the torn fragment of what used to be 293 because I ripped the whole damn page out of the book about 3 days ago. It was the entire page that I was trying to project into your mind. And Skylar, I'm about to prove that I did it. Because you have been sitting on an envelope before you even looked inside this book. Go ahead, take it out. Remove what you find inside.
What the?
Why, it's a page from a book. Line it up. It's perfect, doesn't it? Tell everybody the page number.
293.
And there is one word, only one word circled in that book. I'll leave it here so you guys can see it, but it's the one I was trying to make you see. Tell them what it is.
Incredible.
Skylar, you have just experienced a hallucination. Thank you so much for coming up. Give it up for Skylar. So, the most important thing that you all need to know about me is that I was a very strange child. Because I was the creepy kid who told ghost